Yes, we're back. We're back again in ETS2. We're back again in my small truck big load series, where I take the base model from each of the manufacturers in the game, standard ones, and use that truck to pull the 61-ton train to compare how they are. This time onto the one that I've been waiting for. Yes, I'm a bit of a fanboy. It's Scania time. Than the R360. I'm hoping this is going to do well. Let's go find out. Grab that guidebook too. I'm a Scania fan. And let's go. So hi there, Steve here, and yes, welcome back to ETS2. If you're new to my content, welcome indeed. This is currently going out on the channel on a Saturday. However, this could be the penultimate one going out on a Saturday. Other content is OMSI on a Monday for now, trains on a Wednesday. On a Friday, a bit of a mishmash of sort of things going out on a Friday. And on a Sunday, if we've got something new to look at, that goes out on what I call Random Sunday. And yes, as this is going on YouTube a couple of weeks before Christmas, things are going to be changing in the new year and a bit of a random schedule over the Christmas period as well. So yes, the idea of this series was to take the base model of each of the manufacturers' trucks. So we've done DAF, Iveco, MAN, Mercedes and Renault so far. So go to the dealer, click buy and buy the base model, whatever that happens to be, the cheapest thing that they do, whatever's here in the top left. So this time it's the Streamline 4x2 left-hand drive in this case with 360 horsepower and the Opticruise GRS 905 gearbox. So not doing anything to it, there's no customization or anything. I'm then picking a train, this time in Luxembourg, so trying to do it in different parts of the map and hauling it about 100 miles or so and see how we get on. Let's jump inside. One of my favourite places to be is the Scania interior. So let's get this thing going and hoping that it does well, because this is the one I've been waiting for because I am a Scania fan. If you are new to the content, there'll be a couple of links down in the description below. One to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on Twitch 6 days of the week, and there'll be a lot of streams coming out over the Christmas period as well, so do keep an eye on that, including some trucking. The other one down there will be a link to the Discord server, which is pretty much about to celebrate its 6th birthday as a community, so do check that out as well.
And then turn right.
So it won't be taking this the 1,688 miles that it wants to go, because that would be a bit far. But we'll take it somewhere between 50 and 100 miles, as we have done with the rest of the loads, just to see how it goes. Last time in the Renault, that did fairly well on a flat surface. The MAN didn't do too great. The Iveco was okay. So far the winner has been the Mercedes. It's had a lot of low down pull and a lot of mid-range grunt. This hasn't got a huge amount of low down pull, so struggle to get away from the line. And I know I could probably change the gearbox, but as I said, I'm just doing this as complete base spec for each truck, to give it a fair comparison. So that if you are starting out in the game and you're going, well, which truck do I buy? You know, I don't really want to spend money. I've got to buy my first truck. It's going to have to be base spec. Which one do I go for? You can go back and check these out and see how they compare. This doing okay. I was really hopeful that this was going to be the winner for me. So we'll see how it goes. A little bit of twisty. We haven't fallen over any of these yet. That may well happen at some point. As interiors go, yeah, this is certainly my favourite, including the old one. So I'm going to pull out on that car coming up behind me, just so that it can't overtake me, and hopefully we don't get too much twisty stuff coming up down the road here. I'm completely just blown away every time I jump in this sim as to how good it looks after all the years it's been out, and can't wait to see you know, what other features, what else we get that's going to be new. Obviously, the biggest thing for the last few months has been the convoy multiplayer. Finally having convoy ability with AI traffic and no trolls. Oh, that's so nice. All the years I've been doing multiplayer trucking streams, most of them generally okay, but occasionally you get the trolls that just try and ram you off the road and block the roads, and at least now with a closed convoy you don't get that. So really do like that feature. Actually, that's got to 50 quite well. I've got to say, that did it without me really noticing it. It didn't sound like it was being strained. You know, this 360 horsepower. So far I've had sort of 310s, 320s, 380s. So this should be less than the 380 Renault that we had last time. But we're doing exactly the speed limit. It seems to be coping fine. Straight up into 12th, so it's quite long geared. Change down okay then.
Go straight.
Yeah, okay. I thought the Mercedes was going to be tough to beat, actually. But this is doing okay. It's effortless, I think, is the way to describe it. The engine's not sort of screaming away at me. It was a little bit slow pulling off from a standstill. So yeah, you could class that as being an issue. So, you know, power from the line, off the line, not great. I need tipped over then. But no, it's doing okay. You know, with this sort of load, you would have to keep your foot flat to the floor pretty much all the time. And you know, the other reason I'm doing these is to show you that you don't need a huge truck with a big engine.
Get ready to turn left.
You know, if you're starting out in the game and you're on a limited budget because you've been driving some quick jobs and made
Turn
some money,
left.
and you go, okay, I want to buy my own truck. Which is it going to be? You would start out with a poverty spec truck, unless you've been doing a lot of quick jobs, I suppose. You know, I'm quite happy starting out in a base model. Okay, so here's where we're noticing that little bit of a lack of power. And if this is going uphill, this is certainly going to be a struggle. Changed up into 9th. Probably a bit optimistic. .28 miles an hour. Okay, dropping. Will it change down? Oh, okay. Up into 10th. There appears to... That was a thing. Why the heck was... That was the AI being... Well, I think what happened there is that police car, I'm guessing, was trying to overtake that truck and didn't judge me coming around the corner. So that's forced me to slow down now, so I'm going to lose my momentum. And so we only had one truck so far, which was on a really steep hill where we've actually come to a stop. we get anybody going for the overtake? No, I don't think we are. Fifth gear, holding 16 miles an hour. Looks like the hill gets a little bit steeper up here. No overtaking, probably a good idea. Okay. Wow, it changed to first. Okay, that was a pretty quick gear change. That's a nice view. As views go, that is a nice one. Say, the age of this sim, and it still impresses as far as looks are concerned. And I just don't get bored with it at all. I don't do it enough, really. I don't spend enough time in it.
Go straight.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this might have the edge over the Mercedes. Yes, it's slow to pull away from a standstill, but it just seems a bit more effortless when accelerating. And now I'm stuck behind a truck, so I'm probably going to drop back from that truck now because I haven't got the power. But it doesn't seem to be as though we're strained. It doesn't seem as though we're putting the engine under too much load. We obviously are. Well, I don't know, 1200 RPM. So I think this has got that little bit more mid-range torque than the Mercedes has. Mercedes sounded like it was actually being strained in putting the power down. This doesn't. This sounds as though it's sort of quite effortless to get the power down. So you're not actually working the engine. So yeah, at the moment, I think this is my winner, followed by the Mercedes. It's close. It's very close. We've still got Volvo to go. So Volvo could be an interesting one. So could that crossing. Oh. Well, that's a thing. We'll get towed to the service centre then and see what happens.
Okay, let's find a new route.
That way.
Turn
okay.
Right.
I'm going to turn right. Well, that was going okay until
Turn right.
until we hit the crossing and fell over a little bit. That was a bit. That was quite a lot of load going there.
Get ready to turn left.
I will get ready to turn left up here.
Turn left.
Provide the lights stay green, which say R. Okay, looks like we've got an on-ramp situation coming onto a motorway. This could be interesting. This could be our downfall. Oh, and an engine malfunction. I should have really repaired it, shouldn't I? That would have been sensible, considering it took me to the service centre. I didn't anticipate it causing that much damage. Did fall over a
Turn
little
right.
bit. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a little bit of a struggle. Has this got more power than that Mercedes? Or more torque, rather. Torque's the key thing, isn't it? I should really do it, because the torque is listed in the truck spec, but I should really do... I honestly don't know.
Keep left, and then continue straight. Go straight.
This has got the overall quality, I think is the word I'm looking for. But it's not about that, it's about power. It's which truck would you buy from the get-go if you wanted to be able to pull everything, including a 61-ton train. Is it going to be the Scania? Also, you've still got the Volvo. The Volvo could completely wipe the floor with everything and be, the best thing out there. So that still might be our winner. I haven't driven it yet. I don't know how that's going to compare. But I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. This is doing okay. It's pulling. Yeah, there is some power there. There's a rest place down here, so I'm going to ignore this
Keep right, and then turn right.
where it should be telling me to turn off. And we'll go down and stop at the rest
Turn
area.
right.
There we go. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's got torque, but doesn't feel...
Rerouting.
I don't know, has it got as much torque as the Mercedes?
When possible, make a U-turn.
I don't know. It's certainly a tough one. I'm going to pull over here, not in the parking space. Yeah, so there we go. What are your thoughts? Which one would you choose? Would you have the Scania? I'd almost say, as an overall truck, I know this is about the power, as an overall truck, I think the Scania would still win it so far from me. But as I said, we've still got the Volvo to go, and that's going to be an interesting one. So there we are. We will end there. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe to see more stuff from me, and do check out those links in the description below. One to the Twitch page to watch me live on Twitch 6 days of the week doing all sorts of things, and one to that awesome Discord community. Next time then, Volvo. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.